What's good, y'all? Pesh Livemixtapes. Shout out Progress Report.
Who else got it for what?
Progress Report.
It's your girl Lalaa Shepard. Hey, boss, Britt the most lit. What's up? It's your girl DJ eXeL, and this is the Progress Report.
Wednesday at 9. Tune in every time. We don't do no cap. Report only facts. Progress Report.
The Progress Report.
All right, what's going on? It's your girl Lalaa Shepard.
Boss Britt the most lit.
What's up? It's your girl DJ eXeL.
Hey, this is the Progress Report podcast. Man, we got Pesh in the building from Live Mixtapes. What's going on?
Yo. Thank you.
Of course.
Yes.
How is everybody?
Thanks for being here.
Doing great, man. How you feeling?
Blessed, grateful, happy to be here.
That's what's up, man.
The legendary.
Yeah, man, this is crazy. Well, I guess first,
Where your bill at,
you
Joey?
know, let's kind of talk about when we first got hit to Live Mixtapes on our own, and then we can go into, you know, Live Mixtapes history.
Yeah,
y'all remember?
Yeah. Y'all ain't accept my application.
Ooh,
Alright, nah. So
damn.
like, I've been DJ over a decade, and that's when y'all was out. But when mixtapes was really in the streets and the websites was dope, and as a DJ, it was very hard to get on some websites. I know, like, I was on that Piff and stuff, but I don't think I could get on Live.
Sorry.
Oh, damn. You declined me? That's what you trying?
No, I was just coughing.
Wrong timing, my boy.
My bad.
Damn.
Yeah, my app definitely didn't get approved either.
But then there's an app to upload
You're trying
music.
to DJ too?
No, I had an artist at the time, and I was
Oh.
trying to upload his mixtape on there.
But you know,
All this.
but it is dope to like now be able to, if I had a concern or something, could really hit you. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But back then I ain't had no connections, boy.
Right.
Nah.
Well-
But that's when I remember, and it was definitely one of them websites, man. You was hitting up.
For sure, definitely one of my favorite websites to consume music, from Waka to Big Stacks. Shout out to Big Stacks, Gucci, Future, you know, Young Scooter, OJ the Juice, man, all that trap shit.
Scooter's dropping.
I know.
Scooter.
I'm excited. Scooter dropping this Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah,
But
I used
yeah.
to wake up every day and log on to Live Mixtapes, like every
Facts.
single day. Like, it was a ritual. I used to work at home, so I had like a little ritual, because like I would have downtime, so I would go on there and look at the new music, and then I would also go on Vine. But I was literally like every day I would do it, so I try
What
to
were you
stay up
looking
on
up?
top of it. On Vine?
No. On Live.
As well, OJ Juice Man, Gucci Man. We from Ohio, so those are our dogs.
new
Like
releases.
Gorilla Zoe, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Pretty much anything that was new. That's how I really found out about the Atlanta culture as well, because like y'all stayed pushing the down south artists.
And
a
y'all
lot.
remember like mixtape covers? How they used
They
to
used
look?
to be hard as hell.
Oh,
Looking at
my.
this table, I'm like,
Yeah,
this looks
yeah, facts.
we had a calendar that we dropped, and it had all the artists. It was like in 2013, 2014, like not a calendar, but
Banner, man.
almost like when you're like wrapping a book. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
a book cover.
Yeah.
So it was like that, like a flyer, right?
Okay.
But it had all the artists in 2013, just like this. It was fire. That's why I brought it up. I was like, yo, this
Yeah,
looks.
man, a mixtape.
sweet.
That's a lost art
real.
right there.
I'm
The
trying to tell
mixtape
you,
covers.
boy.
So wait, a couple things. eXeL, first off, you gotta also say in that story of how we reconnected
Yeah.
back at Screams.
Yes.
Hood Rich, shout out Scream, Hood
Yes.
Rich.
Shout out
But-
to Scream.
Yeah, absolutely. The big facts, right?
Yes.
And so,
You definitely told me about the platform now.
right. But it was also a blessing, I just wanted to say, because at that time, that was, I'm going to keep it a buck. That's the first thing she said was when we first met. She was
That sound
like,
like eXeL too.
you didn't approve me back
It
then.
was you
Say,
personally though.
Yeah.
Nah, 'cause I had real mixtapes. Like I had Nicki Minaj, like
Yeah.
crazy joints, and you know what I'm saying.
But
So,
everything happens for a reason,
Yeah.
right?
Facts.
And
right.
so when we met, it was awesome because it was for a launch for what we got going on, LMT Pro. And as far as you go, Britt, you're from Ohio. Where are you from?
Yeah, Cincinnati, Ohio. The Nasty Natty.
Okay.
Yeah. Who
So there's 2 Sundays out of the year that I don't like you. But other than that, you know, we're from Cleveland.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, I already know.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So, you
Yeah.
know, OH,
I'm let you have the
right?
Browns, you know, I'm let you have it.
I was gonna say I definitely want to mention that too, because I thought that was so dope to learn, and I didn't learn till years later. You know, me and Britt are both from Cincinnati, but that
I don't know.
shower.
That, oh, I think we conversed.
We talked
this.
about
Yeah,
that a minute
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
But I thought it was fascinating to learn that you were based in Cleveland, Ohio, and just, you know, the assumption was like had to be in Atlanta or like an entertainment based city. So talk about just the history of live mixtapes and coming from a place like Cleveland, Ohio. How the hell did it start?
Yeah, 2006. You know, we're a team of 5. So Daniel, president, founder of Live Mixtapes. He had the company. He launched it. We progressed, you know, as far as dropping these tapes going. And then we just moved forward as far as from 2006 to now where we are, right? As far as dropping all this content. But we did everything from Cleveland, Ohio, but we worked through the DJs. Worked with the DJs, the producers, the engineers, right? So we could always be based out of Cleveland because we are, at the end of the day, and is still a platform, right? We're just the vehicle, but our vehicle is connected through you guys. It's the community. Sure. So Progress Report wasn't out back then, but you know, you had
eXeL was the OG.
Right, but so you know that's how it came out, and it started like with Daniel. We're a team of 5. He built this from the ground up on the back end. And it was just it was a very great tool as far as to supplement the streets as far as what's going on right now.
And what's up, classmates? Are you an artist, producer, creator, entrepreneur, and you're looking to get more content and exposure? Check in with us at the Progress Report.
In addition to that, we also offer promo packages. So if you want to get an interview or you want to get your product placed on the Progress Report, make sure y'all shoot us a DM or just email us at admin@tprmediagroup.com.
So DM or email us today for your interview on the Progress Report. Let's go.
The Progress Report.
What did y'all do to make y'all, because there's just a few that was very strong in the game. Like, what did y'all do to put y'all up on that level? Was it with the artist or what?
Yeah, I think it was relationships, not just artists, but again, the DJs, the producers, the engineers, the management team, the artists. You know, it's rap music, right? So you got to be very careful how you move. Yeah. And I think we all believe that, you know, it's proper business, right? So if you're running a business, you want to do what you can and just be the best you can. So combine that with our competitiveness and then relationships. Here we are.
Yeah.
What was your background before you got into live mixtapes? Sorry.
So myself personally, I was in sales. I ran a few businesses, employed people going business door to door or B2B, business to business, selling, you know, selling products, AT&T Uverse or Energy or whatever.
I used to do Uverse too.
Yeah. Okay. So
I was tech support though.
Okay, on the back end.
Yeah, on the back
end. And it was sweet. That's actually where I learned communication.
People be sleeping on those jobs.
I'm telling you like this, if you can learn how to communicate with somebody, especially right now. I mean, today, what is today? April or October 11th, 2023, right? People don't know how to talk. They don't know how to communicate.
That's true.
They can't look people in their eyes. They don't, you know, thank you, no thank you. It's none of this exists.
Yeah,
that's true.
I just think people got to be more grateful. But if you can go back to sales and if you can just learn how to knock on a door, because we called it a 5-minute friend. So just imagine you get your leads, right? And so there's this product, AT&T Uverse, right? And it's the cable or whatever, fiber optic television. And so this is back in the day, 2007. Live Mixtape started in 2006. I started working for the company when Daniel brought me in 2011, 10, I think, or 12 maybe. I don't know, 2012 I think it was. Actually, it was 2012. But sorry, I'm smoking. But but going back to the sales, like you're knocking on a door, right? And so you get this lead, and now you just walk up to somebody you don't know, and you're like, hey, boom, 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 I got this product, and it worked. And people were buying it. I mean, you were doing tech support. Yeah. AT&T didn't have their own sales force in the streets to get unless you called or went to the store. There was no what they called FOTS, feet on the floors, or feet on the streets, right? So, yeah, I think that helped me progress into music and be able to communicate with just everybody, multitask, you know, talking to you, we're talking to the same thing over here. You have an artist, you didn't have an account. Gotta figure it out, right?
Y'all are funny as hell.
Nah, and it's crazy because people like sleep on jobs like that, not realizing you getting all this free training outside of
Experience.
anything.
Sales,
Like-
and like network marketing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that stuff.
And they gonna train you because they trying to get themselves.
Nah, that's
Okay,
facts.
they gonna take
You
you
know
to
what I'm
personal development.
Okay.
Learn how to
Absolutely.
talk.
Absolutely. I mean, just like anything else. Like, if it's music, if you're a rapper, hopefully you're in the studio and you're just not. Like, I love it when an artist. Actually, I don't love it, but I love it when an artist is like. I'm saying I love it sarcastically.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, yeah, I can knock out 12 songs in one night.
Man.
And I'm like, sweet. Definitely don't want to hear any of this. Like, but then, hold on, but I'll take that back.
Unless it was Gucci.
I was going to say that. I was just
Unless
going to
it was
say,
Gucci.
unless it's Pluto
That had
or
Gucci.
Gucci or somebody.
Future.
But those guys
Gucci.
are allowed. If this was an NBA game, Pluto's allowed to shoot from half court.
facts.
Or from wherever the fuck he wants. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I'm allowed to cuss.
Yeah, you can cuss. you can
Hell
cuss.
yeah.
And I'm
That
not
weak
trying- I'm
ass
not
cuss
trying to swear,
word.
so I
The
gotta
weakest
stop.
cuss word you
Thought
could
Yeah,
you
my
took
bad.
that. Hell yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, he could go in wherever he wants, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just like,
H-Betty.
I don't, some of these artists, they're not getting it.
Yo, and it's way more than just the artistry or the music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is those relationships that take you in different rooms for sure.
Yeah, and it's also the DJs.
Yeah.
It's everybody, right?
Yeah.
It's not
Producers,
just
everybody.
everybody that's pointing fingers. There's fingers pointing back, right?
Facts.
And so, in order to grow, if we all band together, that's how you make a movement. And it's hip hop versus the world. True, that's what it is. So
We got a lot of things that we want to get into regarding the current state of hip hop and just how, Juicy J recently said that the sales are going down, right? And we're going to get into that. But let's talk about just the prime of live mixtapes. Like, whose tapes and which artists did the best numbers? Like, I'm sure y'all got a way of tracking that. Like,
yeah, you can go to the site, and we could do it now. Hold on.
let's do it live. I like that.
Cool, let's do it live.
Because I would vote.
Let's do it live with live.
I
But I,
would
mean,
say Future.
a lot of
Gucci.
Future tapes. Gucci, Wiz is on there. I know that he
yeah.
Oh
did.
yeah, Wiz.
Oh,
Currency. Currency had
Currency.
good numbers on there. The way he
Yeah.
dropped.
Let's go. Let's check this out. I haven't done this in a while.
Flocka.
Did Jeezy have a lot of mixtapes, or was he
did.
like featured on a lot of
He
mixtapes?
had a lot of
Of course.
mixtapes. Hell
Wayne,
yeah.
all
Wayne,
Wayne.
of course. I'm tripping. Duh.
All
Definitely
Oh,
had
Wayne.
to have
Where's Wayne?
very high good.
Naturally, Monster pulls up on my phone. I'm telling you, synchronization.
What a classic project. Monster
Man.
was such a beautiful tape.
I'm
I
so
still
excited
listen to
right
that.
now.
Yeah.
Monster changed
You
the
know
game.
Pluto's about to drop.
I
Scooter's
can't
dropping.
wait.
I cannot wait right now. Like,
Scooter.
She's
so
very
we want to
toxic.
see
Yeah, she.
She can't wait.
Not anymore.
the highest rating, right? That's
Yes,
what you
the
guys want
highest
to do?
rating.
She on her
The
line
highest
to him.
score. We'll do the highest score.
Okay, let's
So
do
here
it.
it is.
Oh, duh.
All right, so
Makes sense.
we got.
Wayne.
You got to go to livemixtapes.com. All right, download the app.
Titty boy.
Right, so everybody right now that's checking out this podcast,
Download the
listening,
app.
everybody, make sure y'all download the app.
Sure.
It's in your favorite app store.
Yep.
But once you download it and you do you're gonna check out the highest score all time. First project is Purple Rain, Pluto. Second is Astronaut Status.
That's my
Of course.
favorite.
Pluto. What's your favorite song up there?
Astronaut, what's that? Is that Ain't No Way? Is that one? Ain't No Way Around
That one.
It.
And
That's on there.
what's the one song?
Birds Taking a Bath. I'm with Jordan and
Space
Diddy.
Cadets. That's my shit.
Space Cadets.
Cadets,
Gone
my
to the
shit.
Moon.
I'm going to the moon.
Itchin' was on there, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, Itchin' for that.
classic.
Yeah, Itchin' was on there.
Big
Itchin' was
super
on here.
feature.
Gone to the Moon was not on here.
Wow, which one
Yeah,
was that
those
on?
Space Cadets was on that one.
I
Yeah.
mean, Itchin' was on mix.
Hell yeah. Pluto been putting in work.
I don't even think he got a lot of
I'm
albums
saying
though.
some
Like
singles.
realistically,
Itchin' was on a mixtape.
Hell yeah.
That's all. But even all this
All this shit's on a mixtape.
Yeah, not. I mean, I
Look,
knew it, but I
it
ain't
should
really
be on a
think about
mixtape. Like, how are these artists? How are entities saying that it shouldn't be on these platforms? There's 50%, right? So 50% of the people spend money on Apple, Spotify, Netflix, HBO, Hulu, whatever, right? And then you have the free platform.
That's facts.
The free people that don't have the money for these streaming services, they can't afford $40 here or $20 here and then whatever, right? EBT, whatever. But if you look at the music, what kind of music is being made? It's coming from a poverty background, right? The concrete jungle, right? So I'm not saying all rappers are, coming from the hood or anything like that. But what I am saying is the essence of hip hop is a storytelling art, right? It's poetry. So if you look at, and I don't want to get off track, but basically it should just come back down to mixtapes, and you should be able to get it to everybody.
Right.
And that's where the difference is right now, is you have all these guys, all these artists dropping music. Allegedly, they're all saying the same thing, but I believe that, and I put this out on Twitter, and I know you're going to talk about it probably, but because you said you want to talk about Juicy J or whatever, but I believe that these companies are not running out of ideas. It's just everybody's doing the same thing, but the outlets are all the same, right?
Okay.
So the ideas aren't out. It's just you have Instagram, right? What are you going to do if an artist shoots a video, where do you think you're going to go find it?
Instagram or YouTube.
Instagram or YouTube. So what happens on Instagram, so I'm the artist, boom, drop my project, or I'll be like, hey, X amount of comments. Then I'm going to do the swipe up. Right? But if you want to break that down, all right, first off, Lil Durk at the beginning of summer, he said 100,000 comments on his Instagram.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right.
He said 100,000 comments, and he'll drop his video with J. Cole.
Right.
He got like 170 at the time when I had seen 170,000.
I hate doing that. 'Cause I'm like, damn, what if I don't get 100,000?
Yeah, right.
The video never comes out.
60K, we ever gonna get it?
Well,
got it though.
Free game, right?
Yeah.
1% of your followers are gonna be actually involved in your metrics, right? Analytics, right? I think, Durk. I think Durk's got 10 million followers or something like that, right? So 1% is 100K. So
Makes
he
sense.
said 100,000
Smart
strategic.
man. Yeah,
Wow,
strategic.
it's very intelligent, right?
Right.
He got 1.7 because he got 170,000 when I seen it. He might have more or whatever, or less, but regardless, you get the gist, right? But he said that on Instagram.
Right.
So he got 170,000 comments, and then he's saying swipe up,
Right.
right?
Y'all annoying.
Go ahead,
It's all right.
No, it's all good. So I'm saying, so if he's saying swipe up on his 170,000 comments, Durk, again, is going to be able to send quite a few people to a video
Right.
That's true.
that's going to all of a sudden start trending.
Right.
But if you break that down even more, Instagram is a platform, YouTube is a platform, just like Apple, right? So here, we got a whole bunch of liquors here. Do you see any of these companies ever cross-promoting each other?
No.
Are they all at the same party like, yeah,
No.
what's up? So have you ever seen Apple big up Spotify?
Never.
Never.
Have you ever seen Spotify shout out Apple?
No.
Okay. Have you ever seen YouTube shout out Instagram?
No.
I ain't gonna shout out nobody.
Right.
What I'm getting at is
Yeah.
all these companies spend millions of dollars, if not more. I don't know what it is, but I guarantee they're spending money to keep us on Instagram, on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, right? It's called algorithms. They're gonna sit here and say, Lalaa is listening to this, therefore this is what you should be recommended to you. And those algorithms, they're the fucking shit.
They are.
They can get it. I mean, you can't beat the computer, right?
No.
So cool.
It's crazy.
But it's
It is
like,
crazy.
if they're all using those same algorithms, then isn't the avenue still being promoted the same way? So it's hard for me as an independent artist because Instagram and YouTube aren't friends.
Right.
Lil Durk can send traffic, but Instagram is going to try everything in their power to keep me on their platform.
They do. I did see, like, when you post a link in your story, you get less views because they don't want you to click
Yeah,
off.
of course. I don't want you to leave my
Yeah.
Look, we're doing this.
It's crazy.
You guys don't want me to sit here, and I don't want you guys to sit here and let's talk about somebody else, right?
Right, of
Like,
course.
we're here to have, and that's the same concept with anything, right? Like, somebody comes over and starts eating food, you don't want them sitting here big up in somebody else's spot while they're eating your food. Like,
Right.
yeah, man, at the other spot I was at, like, that shit was
Right.
real,
I'm
you
like,
know?
hey, fucker.
Right? Yeah, exactly, right? So it's just a real hard avenue. So I don't think, and maybe this kind of segues into what Juicy said, but I don't think that, again, the outlets, they're all the same, but just with way different budgets. And then more importantly, now everybody's so set on streaming that they're forgetting to build a fan base.
Yes.
Well,
oh my goodness.
So before we go to Juicy, so I wanted to ask you that. So for art, so why I was saying like Itchin' and Going to the Moon is because they're original songs, which if you would have put them on a streaming platform, you could have got revenue off of it, right? Where a lot of times like people went on mixtape websites because they didn't have to have clearances for like the instrumentals and shit.
Well, what happened was these records, because Pluto at that time, I believe, was signed right?
To A1.
I talked to a major, so I'm talking about A1 was Rocko, and Rocko, he gets down too. He knows what's what time it is as far as the platform goes, but these records were coming out because again we're feeding the streets, right? So it had that authority, and then the DJs were also getting the records. So it was this nice circle of artists is like, yo, let me get it to eXeL because eXeL is in the biggest clubs, and more importantly, her reach of her friends and this is before Instagram and Twitter at that time was going crazy or whatever. And, you said Vine or there's always going to be something, right? But at the end of the day, if you break it down, it's hand-to-hand combat. Somebody is going to hear your music and be like, yo, did you hear? And then there it goes, right?
Okay.
And, so that I believe that's how like music was spreading. At the end of the day, we are a free platform as far as logging in, signing up, downloading the app, and but the music spread because of the DJs, the artists. Everybody knew it was a platform you can come. Right now on music, if you look at it, rap music right now, in my opinion, has 72 hours of lifeline on the streaming platform. In fact, I'm gonna call myself out. I want to check myself.
I was saying even like festivals too. They were talking about how they're not getting a lot of rap artists anymore for these festivals.
So let's check this out on these new episodes. And I know that Spotify is more off of what I'm listening to, I guess.
Yep.
But where do they have new music? Like this is where all the new music is.
I don't use Spotify for that. I use Apple. I'm more of an Apple girl.
Okay, so let's go to Apple. Okay. I have Apple too. Hold on.
But I do like Spotify for the sense I can see analytics and things of that nature. Like,
I never got into Spotify.
All right, so here, new music.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so we got Drake still on here.
Of course, Drake. Maya down. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Drake
it was a bunch of artists I didn't know.
We got Wiz still on here, but I think did Wiz?
That's R&B.
It's cool though, R&B. Not mad. So we got 3 so far. Okay, RJ, Mr. LA's on here.
I fuck with RJ.
Same. Okay, and I don't know if you want to bring up Pitbull, but Mr. MIA is on here.
Pitbull, that guy.
So
I didn't know he still dropping though.
So out of all that music that dropped last week, guess who's on the main page of Apple? These guys I just mentioned.
The mainstream people, yeah.
And I don't know if these guys are coming out soon, if these projects are, whatever the situation is, but you get what I'm saying? It's, what about the indie artists?
Right.
What about all the artists outside of Drake?
Well, I don't know if y'all did this on live mixtapes, but I'm pretty sure y'all did. The dope thing is that you could pay a certain amount to be on the home page, right?
Of where?
Live mixtapes, could you do that?
Yeah, you could pay. It was a hefty fee. It's still a hefty fee.
I feel like back then it might have been like just like maybe I'm tripping.
No, it was expensive.
Okay.
You want to confirm the price or no?
Yeah. I mean, no, it was expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess only major people already buzzing could do that, but it was dope because you could put yourself on that front page. Where, like, can you do that now?
I feel like they probably are on Apple. Like definitely like paying for that.
They can't Apple. You can't
cut them in or something.
Hell
like
no. Not Apple.
No.
Look, I'm telling you right now, all this stuff is a business.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I don't
That's
care
what
if
you realize.
if you are a fan of whatever, it's a business. All right? All money in. Shout out to Nip.
Shout out
right?
to Nip.
So all these platforms, all money in. All
Yeah.
right? So it's how you just got to slice it. What are they going to do to consume? Apple doesn't give a fuck about us.
Oh, facts.
Nah.
Like, they are $1 trillion company. Legit $1 trillion company. Last time I checked, I'm in the stock, so I think they are still $1 trillion company. But that being said, again, $1 trillion, they can do whatever they want. They are, I mean, we all got iPhones here, right? Like, boom, Apple Music.
I love Apple
I
products.
got me some
know what I'm
Apple
saying?
stock. I ain't gonna hold
facts.
you.
Like, yeah, so it's just like, if we all got it, they know what's going on, right? At the same point, again, we go back to that community. The artist had to get with the DJ. The DJ was playing the music in the club. The anticipation of the project dropping. All of a sudden, these guys are now getting booked in the clubs.
So the money was coming on the back end pretty much instead of the streaming.
Not to us.
Yeah, but for the artists.
Oh yeah, our artists were always making money. Yes, we weren't paying out. We were a private company.
For sure.
We figured out now how to pay you out, and that's via distribution.
Let's not get there yet. Wait.
Cool, and we'll talk about that then.
Yeah, we're
so
gonna talk about that.
when we figured that out, that changed the game. So before that, we had changed the game because we figured out a way to create a platform that incubated hip-hop, I guess, not even hip-hop, but just urban influence, the culture. And our platform was that, and is that. And so now you fast forward, and I guess I don't want to take that thunder. So
No, you good. A couple of questions before we get to that, because
Yeah.
that's we want to say that towards the end, because I think that's amazing. Another feature that I loved about and appreciated with live mixtapes, still, that you could, search your favorite DJ, your favorite producer, and just certain things. I like that. But I did have a question, and this would be the only time I bring up another company.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting when Spinrilla got shut down. They got sued, and because they were uploading this free music, right? And I fuck with Spinrilla's site as well too. But how did you guys feel about that? Like, did that affect y'all at all? And did that make y'all be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, it's sad what happened, but the rules are the rules, right? So,
So what are the rules that they broke?
they had content. I believe I'm not an expert. I don't know anything, but they had content that they weren't supposed to have, and then they were told to take that content down, and they didn't take it down. I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
Essentially, that's what I heard too.
I don't know. So, that's all I'll say about it, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have too much to say about that. I mean, you just got to do it the right way,
Word.
So how does that work then? Like, I mean, is it's a permission thing, or how does that work then, where it wouldn't affect other sites such as live mixtapes?
You talk about back then or now?
I guess a mixture of both, really, because I know the Spinrilla situation was this year.
Right. The lawsuit was from 2017.
Got you. I didn't know that. Okay.
2018, I think.
Okay. Didn't know that.
But previous.
Okay.
Regardless of the date. So back then, again, we were working with the DJ, the artist, the brand. A lot of these DJs and a lot of these artists, live mixtapes, we had the indie side.
True.
And, we were the minor leagues for the majors. We know that A&Rs were sitting on the platform, scoping artists, as you should. Shit's bumping, and it's gonna happen again. So you're gonna see it all over. I know it. I'm telling you right now. So that's it was a mixture. Again, the artist got promo. We were flooding the streets. Our target market is the streets. It's the non-paying customer. It's the just the everyday guy that's just waking up, not the corporate America. We don't, we're going to pitch stuff and we're going to try to communicate with the DSPs now, but our focus has always been the circle of just the DJs, the artists, the management.
The community.
The community. That's what it is. Just the community. You got to tap in.
Okay, so and what I thought was interesting, Quavo had made a tweet as well. He said that bring back mixtape sites. So let's talk about that. How did that make you feel, and what's your response to that? Even though y'all site never went away.
Exactly.
And we dropped all of Migos' mixtapes.
Absolutely.
So my brother Scream was on the biggest YRN for the Migos. So a fun filled fact: a lot of people don't know Migos on the indie side have, I think, 3 or 4 mixtapes that now have been streamed and they're still streaming. But on the indie side, there's about 3 or 4 mixtapes with R.I.P. Take, but the whole gang, Rocket, and everybody. So something to consume. But as far as what he said, he said what he said. I think right now a lot of these major artists, they're in a situation where, again, they want to take their music back to the streets, right? But they can't because they're in a deal.
I didn't think about that. True.
It would be sweet if these major labels came to us and worked with us because we want to work with them, right? So we're never opposed to that. And I think the mixtapes can work, right? And they have. So back in the day, the labels would communicate with us and work a campaign. And we did that for countless artists. All the labels did that, right? All the major labels. So I think that's going to come back. And then I think that's going to allow these major artists to do so, right? I don't think Quavo can drop a mixtape, a true mixtape, because it's business. There's business involved. And at the end of the day, again, it circles back to business, right? Like, the indie artist is trying to get where Quavo is, or Pluto, or anybody, right? Scooter, whoever your favorite artist is on the platform, back in the day. And we were truly blessed to be able to work with them as well. So it's a two-way street. Like, completely grateful for just being in that space and that, during that time, because undefeated. It's going to go down in history.
Sure. And let's not forget, like, for artists, mixtapes took off the pressure of dropping an album. You know what I mean? Too. And then they're more free. They're more just gutter. Hey, this just out for the streets.
Some of your best stuff comes out.
Cardi B.
Yes, because now I feel like, is this a single? Is this a single? Is this a hit?
Right. Exactly.
Is everything cleared or whatever? Where then it was just like, bro, let's knock this shit out. It take off the pressure, and I do think a lot of great music can come out of that because you're not worried about the single. And a lot of times they turn into, like, we read in Pluto's shit, like, those is hits. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, the money might not come off that stream, but the money gonna come in the back end, you know what I mean? Through the bookings, through all that.
All I can tell you is this. When we did Beast Mode, Monster, 56 Nights, right?
Oh my goodness, 56 Nights.
When we did all those, and all the catalog, right? And he's the GOAT. But he's my GOAT. At least I think he's personally.
Same. Hit that bell.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Big Pluto.
Super Future.
It'd be fun to talk about top 5.
Ooh.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
since you mentioned it,
But
what's your top 5, Pesh? And let's do. No, we can say past or alive because R.I.P. Dolph. So we can do passed away or alive artists. Top 5 artists for Pesh.
of all time.
Of all time for
Oh,
you.
You done started it.
You said it.
That's hard.
But we gonna say
I'll put
specifically
here.
rap. Specifically rap.
Yeah. I'm gonna put. I don't know if it's gonna be top 5.
No, Pesh.
I gotta put a gang of people on there.
Come on, Pesh.
I can't narrow it down.
No,
I can't
you
narrow
have
it down.
to do it. You said
I can't. I mean, here's
Right
what I
now.
can tell you. I can tell you right this. No matter what happens, number 1 is Pluto.
Yes, sir. I
Right?
like that.
Somewhere on there is Jay.
Okay.
Depends when you catch me. We're from the Midwest, and when it gets cold, what do? We roll up the windows, got the heat, and you playing. Back in the day, you would play Biggie, Jay, right?
They wasn't.
Tupac was in the summertime, right? The windows would come down, you're bumping Pac, right?
Yeah, okay.
So
Okay.
So Jay, depending on where I'm at, if I'm spending a lot of time in the cold,
That's crazy.
then I'm gonna
That's some
think
New York
about
shit.
Jay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's real shit.
And that's how I feel about music. Because music, I feel music,
I
right?
agree.
Right,
And
so somebody
agree.
just sent us like some Cali artists, right? And it sounds so Cali that I felt like, not that I didn't like it, but I felt like, yo, I need to be in that vibe,
yeah.
to catch that.
That season, yeah.
Like yo, if I'm in Cali, this shit gonna hit different.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
weird, but it's true.
It is true. I feel
Yeah.
that.
Everybody in LA, I love y'all.
I fucks with LA music or West Coast
Yeah.
music too. I get it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, you know? I mean, I love all music. That's the thing. That's the beauty. 2006, we were told, everybody was told that hip-hop is dead.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And that's when we came out. 2009,
Yeah,
we did
bruh.
the Waka Flocka,
Flocka.
right?
Classic.
LeBron Flocka James.
Yeah. Ooh.
Drop that project.
Salute me or shoot me. What?
You know, we should do just spend a day and like
Yeah.
go back to these classics.
Please.
And, like,
You didn't name
Please.
2 Chainz though.
Oh, I love to. I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
that's
So
what, look,
many.
I love Tit. Like,
Yeah.
don't put that on him. He ain't.
I didn't even
Is that
finish
true?
my list.
Yeah, you
I-
did. You did. You got 2 more.
I didn't finish my list, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know where. Hold on, Britt, hold on,
thought that was
because
five.
you're holding me to these, and that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, I don't know where. Like I said, if it's the winter time, I gotta put.
I respect that.
And not now. I haven't played big in a minute, but now that I'm talking about it, my boy Presidential's here with me. He's from New York, so maybe we'll have to bump it once. You know what I mean?
I
Got
just
to.
listened
Just
to
for my boy,
Jay-Z's
but-
old album. I'm like, damn, bro.
Cold.
I listen to Jay a lot.
Yeah,
You know.
I respect that.
Yeah,
I listen to Jay a lot, but I listen to Pluto a lot.
yeah.
So and then I have to listen to a lot of other music. So I mean, again, I'm not gonna say my top 5, but here's what I will say.
He beating around the bush. Like,
I will
oh,
say
my
that
God.
Pluto is number 1, and right now,
Yes.
people they better start putting respect on Savage. 21 Savage needs to get a lot more respect out here. He is the feature king. He comes through, and then he'll drop his project. It's classics, in my opinion.
I missed the old 21. I'm not gonna lie with the red ops
Slaughter
and shit. To
King,
be
yeah.
honest, that's just me.
Yeah.
It was so disturbing, though. Like those music
But-
videos, it was so
but-
gutted.
I that's what I like. I like
PD's
that.
got it right now.
Yeah,
Come- Ooh.
They do.
I was like, this video, it seemed like he really in the hood,
I'm
really
not-
risking his life. to
Gang
yes.
shit,
I
murder,
missed that though, to
gang
be
shit.
honest. But
Then
salute to 21
it's
though.
crazy because when it come to business, that ain't the shit that's going to get
That's
you
true.
international.
Standing on business.
And, yeah, and,
That's
and
true.
21, he made himself like where the white people love him.
Yeah.
And some of these, like, it's crazy because as much as we love some shit,
That's funny you
that's
said
going to
that.
hold him back.
I don't think so.
I was gonna say
I
no. They
don't
like
think
the
so.
red op shit too.
No, I don't think that's gonna hold him back.
Maybe not as far as fans, but as far as money and what you're going to be on, the platforms you're going to be on. Like Coca-Cola, like they had Migos in like.
Oh, Savage is crushing it though.
Yeah, he
That's
is.
what I'm saying, but he's crushing it now because he ain't. I feel like he kind of commercial.
Maybe. I mean, he just got hits.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I
I
get
mean,
both perspectives.
Because what's
I
commercial,
do.
right? What's
I get
commercial? Somebody that's on the radio? If you're on the radio, you got a budget.
That's a good question. What is commercial?
Yeah.
So if you're on the radio, you got a budget. So my bad, I got a budget. That means my shit's popping, right? Like I'm
Okay.
moving units.
Okay.
Therefore, they put more money into me. That's why we hear Rihanna every effing day. I'm not mad. I love her.
On the
She dropped
replay.
in
Right.
how long?
Right?
Big Riri.
16, 17.
Big
That's
bag
crazy,
Riri.
Damn, it's been that long.
It's been
Yes.
that long.
That's
And
crazy.
she
I
ain't
missed
planning
that.
on
She don't
dropping
even
nothing.
need to.
Rihanna lied and said she's gonna drop a reggae album.
Sample my music. That's how y'all going.
Hey, how crazy would it be? You know, Pluto does he started the whole doing the joint project type thing,
Yeah.
right? Like with Drake and
I love that
with Thug.
Drake. And
Thug would be on my list.
Definitely
Okay,
add a
okay,
Thug on there.
respect.
Thug would be on my
Free
list
Thug
for
and
sure.
Thugger.
Free Thug. But it would be crazy, and my mind's all over the place. Right
I
now.
know we
But-
jumping.
But if Pluto and Rihanna did a joint project,
Oh, that'd be stupid.
A joint project?
That'd be
That'd
stupid.
have me on an emotional roller coaster. I feel like I'll be like, yo, I don't know.
Rihanna
Toxic
like-
Future.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Rihanna too much of a good mom to be linking up with Pluto.
Nah,
like
she's
that.
still toxic. I
We
mean,
need an ASAP and Rihanna.
Y'all
don't wanna hear that?
Hell nah.
I want to hear that.
I'm cool.
Why y'all don't want to hear ASAP and Rihanna?
Future and
I mess
Rihanna
with
go.
ASAP. But I would rather hear.
No,
A$AP
that would be
himself.
hard.
I want to hear Drake
Yeah.
and Rihanna.
ASAP himself,
You
Purple
toxic.
Swag, 2023 version.
Yeah.
Bring it out. Let's go. I'm here for it.
Yeah, he dropped very randomly. I heard the new joint he dropped ASAP with the music video with the tank and shit. It's
I didn't
cool.
hear it.
Yeah, I forget the name. It
Can we
was
play
cool.
it? Can we play it?
After
we-
this.
Oh, after-
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
That'd have been sweet if it was like, boom.
Right. Okay.
Right here.
Action.
Question for you. So, like, what year and when did y'all, like, kind of see that streaming become a thing where it kind of hindered and affected live mixtapes, where it was just like, you know, people was kind of moving away from that to now everybody was thirsty to put their stuff on, not thirsty, but, you know, they transition and put their stuff on streaming platforms?
Yeah, so it's kind of twofold. I think, well, first off, iTunes has always been around, right?
Right.
So,
iTunes, I forgot
so
about
that's
iTunes.
number one. So people were always streaming music, right? Let's go back to when Apple came out. I think it was around 2015-ish, 2014-ish, right? Apple Music, at least.
Okay.
Like, not Apple, but
Yeah.
2014, 2015. I don't know exactly when. But I can tell you that they came out with the download button that was done by Live Mixtapes in 2009, because we shut down the internet with Waka's project. That's what we did. We did the countdown background, and then you can download it. Because from 2006 to 2009, up until that project, it was stream only. And that was us and Pandora as your streamers, the streaming platforms.
Okay.
So this whole streaming thing, we've been doing this shit.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Facts.
Okay.
Can you hit that? Yeah, hit that bell. That's what I'm
They
saying.
been doing this shit.
But no, and thank you for allowing us to be able to do this stuff. I'm very grateful.
But did it affect y'all numbers? Like, did y'all see?
Yeah,
a
of course. I
difference
mean,
in performance?
so when Apple came out, you know, the numbers definitely went down, and I probably 2017, 2018, you really started to see the traffic just not coming from, you know, everybody, and now everybody was going to stream. But this could be the great segue.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because
Let's do it.
in 2021, right after COVID, so what happened? Let's just say 2015, all right? Maybe 2016, I don't know. Whenever Apple Music came out, they came out, 2020 was COVID, right? So from whenever they came out to 2020, shit was gravy.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, I love streaming, right? I'm a streamer, woo, right?
I'm a streamer.
You know what I'm saying, right? Like, yeah, streaming for life, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
so
Britt.
now, like, right? Like, but
I'm weak.
so those streamers during, well, not the streamers, but the artists that were getting streamed, COVID hit. And then everybody became stars. You know what I'm saying? So before, you know, only a couple people could do the katana because the other cats had a real job, right? The 9 to 5 or something. So now everybody's at home. So the cats that had the 9 to 5, they got the bank account. They're sitting here with the, you know, with the dope boy, like, yeah, let's do this.
That's fine.
So what I'm getting at is everybody was doing, again, the same thing. And that's when it came to a realization. 2021, so right after COVID, Live Mixtapes pivoted from being a mixtape platform. From 2006 to 2021, we were a mixtape platform. We pivoted, and now we are the first streaming and distribution platform.
That's what's up.
So,
That's what's up.
boom, boom. Yeah.
Yeah, and talk about it. Like, what does that mean
Right.
to somebody?
Yeah, absolutely. And we feel like we changed the game. When I'm reaching out to artists, I say that. I'm like, yo, we changed the game. Because we changed the game back then, and how we changed it now is any artist. Let's take you, Britt. You're the artist, eXeL, you're the DJ.
Y'all,
you the man.
Okay,
Alright.
that's a good line.
Yeah.
There's a little squad
Yeah.
here, right? So what happens is, in this example, you're going to drop, let's say December 1st, okay? we're gonna give a little.
Time for promo.
No, actually, we're gonna
for
do rapper
Jay-Z's
shit.
birthday?
No, we're gonna do rapper shit. You dropping November 1st.
Ah, man.
Right, you dropping
Stressing
ASAP.
me out.
I got
Oh,
this shit. I
God.
want to drop ASAP. All right, cool. So look,
Fourth
you
quarter.
now come here. So now you come over to our platform, right? Live Mixtapes. You log in. Well, first off, you sign up. So there's a $75 or $125 fee. $75 if you're an artist, $125 if you're a label. Before anybody says why is there a fee, is just pay to play,
Yep.
right?
Facts.
Also, all the streaming platforms, DistroKid, TuneCore, United,
I mean, it's a-
whoever it is,
it's a
all
whole-
of them, all of them, you're paying, and if you're not paying, then you're in some sort of recoupment, which we're not doing. Right? We're not putting you in some sort of recoupment. So anyway, in this example, you're signed up. Now you're going to upload your project to our back-end system, LMT Pro, right? So Live Mixtapes pivoted from being a mixtape platform to the first streaming and distribution platform. So before eXeL could log in, well, she couldn't log in. She wanted to log
I'm
in.
weak.
She wanted to so bad.
I would have paid that little same $5.
But no,
I'm
back
gonna
then
throw
we
that
didn't have
out
a
there.
fee.
I
Back
know
then,
y'all
yeah,
did it. That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Back then we didn't have a fee. So now, anyway, so now you log in, right? You upload your content to the back end. You're going to choose your release date. We need WAV files, high resolution artwork, right? Then we're going to be like, yo, Britt, I saw you upload this, but you did no DJ. And we're going to drop it on Live Mixtapes and all platforms, all the DSPs, right?
So Apple Music too.
All of them.
Okay.
All of them. So in this example, when you upload, or your team, whoever you designate, right? So when Lalaa uploads it, I'm going to be like, Lalaa, Britt's tape, the Live Mixtapes version doesn't have a DJ. And then you're going to be like, yeah, you know, blah, 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 DJ, blah, they ain't getting it. And I'm going to be like, yeah, that's sweet. But the splits are 90-10, 90 you guys, 10% us off of the streams of everything, right? But out of our 10%, we're going to pay eXeL 5% if you bring her on to host Britt's tape on our platform. The why behind that is because eXeL's popping. She may have a fee, y'all figure that out. But maybe y'all are friends and she's gonna
Why
be
you
like,
laughing at
y'all
my
are-
fee
y'all-
like that,
I thought
bro?
she was gonna
What
look
you
out for me. I
saying?
thought she was gonna look out.
You ain't looking out for her?
I mean, she getting 90%. Damn, can I get my little 5?
Right.
So, you know, like, so anyway, yeah. So that, and there it is. And it takes you back to now, the DJ's gonna earn, artist is earning, and the 10%, sorry, your 5% comes from our 10%.
Wow.
Not the
Wow,
artist
yeah.
90.
That's what's up.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what
it's
I'm
coming
like,
from
girl.
our 10. And then, in this example, when you upload it, so you're going to say November 1st for the Live Mixtapes release. You're going to say November 2nd or 3rd, whatever. Let's just say November 3rd. You're going to put November 3rd for the DSPs. DSPs are the digital service providers, right? So that's Apple, Spotify, Tidal,
Amazon.
YouTube, Amazon, whatever, right? If it's on there streaming, if it's being used, probably a good chance it's going to go on there, right? So, but those are the major ones that we just spoke about. I forgot about Amazon. I don't even know anybody. Has anybody ever
I've
used
never
the Amazon platform to stream music?
Pandora's another.
I like Pandora.
Yeah.
So I got a
like
question. I don't know if you're getting to it, but on your platform, could it be the DJ version and everything else be the regular version? Like the DJ drops, maybe actually mixing through it, like a drama type would do.
Yeah. So peep game. So this is what happens. So on November 1st, the DJ version drops out, hosted by you. We're going to give you a full push on our platform. We will ask you if you could not do November 1st and do such a short date and give yourself more promo, because that is what you are lacking by rushing your content out there, right? Because, and I'm going to tie everything in together, right? So when you drop, it goes into the unreleased section. We're going to be able to bring it over to the main page or indie side.
Yeah.
We're going to figure that out, but we're going to be able to give you a countdown, a background. a
Hype
full
it up.
push. Exactly. Right.
And they can get it exclusively on your website before it goes anywhere else.
So that's November 1st.
Right.
But then Lalaa had uploaded it for November 3rd to Apple, Spotify, and all platforms. So in this example, November 1st could be a Wednesday. And then the 3rd is a Friday. Okay.
Right.
So now it drops at midnight on Friday, all platforms, your Apple, Spotify, all the DSPs again, right? Also, if you upload the clean versions, we will put them in JPAY. So we will flood the jail systems as well.
That's what's up.
lit.
Right?
That's dope.
So on the
didn't
third,
think
in this
about that.
example, now we're going to flood the streets. Sorry, on the first, we'll flood the streets with live mixtapes. On the third, we'll flood the internet digitally. Sorry, we'll flood digitally. And then also, we'll try to flood the jails on the third. So that's your release, right? Now you're going to get paid from all platforms and live mixtapes. So that's how we change the game.
That's hard.
Not only are we going to sit here and pay you out on the streams, we're going to give you a content push, right? So push notification, all this stuff, background, all that. But then we're going to pay you the highest in the industry,
Facts.
right? So by using our platform, we're going to still pay you from the Apples, the Spotifys, and the whole DSPs, everything. But on live mixtapes, we're going to pay you the highest in the industry. So if you were to go use somebody else right now, in this example, you use whoever, and I don't want to sit here and say any names to anybody, but you're going to use whatever platform. They're going to take your content. Some people you might be able to communicate with. There might be conversation had. I got a project dropping. A good majority of them are straight email, upload. You're not talking to anybody.
That's facts.
Yeah,
Right.
Lala, you work with a lot of artists. Is there any like incentive or push that these
I mean, listen, I'll say this. I think it's amazing for one, the JPAY system, because that's something on my end I've been trying to figure out for the longest, how to
that's
get
dope.
the music to the, people locked up. For
Totally
one,
didn't
I
think
think
about
that's game changer. We've been trying to figure that out for years, me and the homies, for one. But two, I will say, me personally, I do know a couple of people at some of the streaming, but for a person that doesn't, and even though I still do, I still have to wait, wait on them to respond back to me. You know what I mean? So.
And is it tedious, or is it like anyone that signs up and pays, like they automatically get on there? Is it like a waiting process? Because I can only imagine like y'all probably be flooded with a bunch of people that are actually signing up.
It's going to be a waiting process again.
Okay.
I'm telling you. So right now, the gates are open, and we're having this catalog because again, we lost our traffic, right? That traffic had gone, but now it's quickly coming back. To live mixtapes. So when you guys download the Live Mixtapes app, if you haven't, again, download the Live Mixtapes app. You're going to see whoever, and let's open this app real quick. Let's check this out.
And just to be clear, while you opening the app, nobody's losing nothing by going through y'all. They just actually
gaining. That's what I was about to say.
Being on a whole new platform that even pays the most.
Right.
There's nothing to lose.
So look, you got this artist, all right?
Cutting the middleman out.
His name is The Uno and the Moon. I'm sorry. His name is Uno. My bad. Here, my eyes. And he's got this project, right, dropping, right? It's called Say Less. So if you look at it, he's got it in the unreleased section. It's going to drop October 15th, right? So it's got the countdown going on here. He's got 828 views. Do you guys know who this artist is?
No.
That's 828 people, real eyes.
That's hard.
Right? You see what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So let's go to another artist.
Real eyes.
Okay.
I like that.
This is Oso King Meezy, right? He's dropping in a day and 23 hours. He's got 812 views, and he uploaded his project 2 days previously before, well, we uploaded it for him. He processed it through and everything. But it was on the platform 2 days before the 15th, before the other artist I just mentioned, New Moon's project. So if you're looking at these, all these projects that we're dropping, all these projects are being distributed by us now. So now Live Mixtapes is a platform that is being pushed with artists that are dropping content. So back then, Future was dropping on our platform, but he was still getting paid by the major labels, right? So the major labels were still pushing it out, but we were being utilized because of our access and connectivity to the streets, right? Ground zero. They're going to test out the music in the club. It's going to drop on whenever on Live Mixtapes, and then that night they take it to the club, Follies, whatever was popping, and
Damn,
boom,
Follies.
record went off, right? That's what it was. ATL historian hip hop historian, always documents all that stuff. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but you should check him out. He documents all the old content, and real good dude. His name's Kodak. Shout out Kodak. But yeah, so this project will drop everywhere, right? And it goes on all platforms, and we're going to pay you out the highest in the industry. So now you're getting a full push on our platform. Then you're going to get paid out in the, the highest in the industry, and it's still going to go up on Apple, Spotify, and all that. Now, after those 72 hours, guess what? You go to live mixtapes, you're going to still see your content, your project. Then you drop a video. You send it over to us. We're going to put it up on your page. Okay. You guys are saying, hey, out now, all platforms, go to live mixtapes. Why? Because we're paying you the highest in the industry.
Right.
And we're pushing traffic. So if you get 1,000 views, we send 1,000 views, that's 2,000 views.
Yeah, that's hard.
Right? And so now, again, we're paying you as well from those streams. Right? So it all adds up. And then it's the same terms. It's non-exclusive, so it's like using any other platform. 1-year licensing. If somebody wants to step in, by all means, you can go and take your content to them. You take your ISRC codes. But our model is we're going to pay you out the highest, and we're going to help you build a campaign. So if you're going to really see it, then you're not going to want to leave. Whoever is going to offer you money has to count up. Shout out Scooter. They got to count up.
Show.
You know what I mean? Like, they just gotta come out of the pocket, because what else are they gonna offer? Like, here, for example, right now, if Pluto tomorrow were out of his situation, and I don't know anything about his situation, so I'm not saying anything like that, but I'm pretty sure we're all gonna go crazy if Pluto posts on his, when he deletes his Instagram, right? When he deletes all his posts, we know it's time.
Him and Metro.
Right? Like, we know it's time.
Something's on the way. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think he could do that without a major label.
Oh yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, nowadays a lot of them can.
And that's what Pluto was doing back in the day. iTunes existed. Pluto was still saying go to live mixtapes, because even if he had 200,000 downloads or buys on iTunes, it still wasn't the streets. It's still the suits. You know what I mean? You got to look at the arena that's being marketed, the content. So who can be Apple and Spotify's corporate sponsors? These are massive companies. It's not going to be Jay's liquor store on the corner.
And we love Jay's liquor store.
Yeah, that's where you're getting all the mixtapes from. That's where the DJs are putting all the mixtapes from.
Yeah.
That's where the music is. That's where the people are talking about the shit on the corner. You know what I'm saying? They're getting the backwoods, they're talking about the music. And that's the essence that's been removed. Is everybody right now is so like, hey, I want to stream. Yes, go stream. But build that campaign, because right now, any club you go to, prime time, you hear Pluto.
Yeah, fact.
I don't care. You're not seeing that TikTok dancer, the dude that, or the girl, whatever. You're not seeing none of that TikTok noise. You're Pluto. Moneybag Yo, what Scooter, whatever, 2 Chainz, you know what I mean? Whatever's popping, it's gonna be, but it's gonna be somebody that had dropped on live mixtapes and has that catalog. It's no longer chase that single that you're saying.
For sure.
It was, let's drop a whole, and that's the thing. With us, you can't drop singles. In this distribution, it's not a single platform.
See, okay.
Got you.
We're not trying to chase
I like
that song. It's not a singles game. The minute you get signed, Lala, what happens? If you get signed off a single, what do they tell you at a major label? Do they tell you, am I a major label, like, hey, Lala, let's drop more singles?
No, they want a project.
Boom.
Yeah.
They want 15 songs. And then 30 days later, 15 more deluxe. Why? Because it's law of averages. The more numbers you have on the streaming platforms or anywhere, the better chance you have of converting me. It's sales. You give me 10 doors, I got to be good. You give me 30 doors, better chance, right?
Right.
Now, you don't want to keep on going 100 doors and 1,000. At some point, you want to work your territory correctly.
Right.
And that's where these labels, they don't have to work their territory correctly. They don't got to double back. I signed you. Cool, now what? What are you going to do? Either you're going to get your shit together. You can't use live mixtapes That's how we got to you. But you can't use them because you can't put your shit out for free. So now I'm cutting you at your knees because you were moving around like that. And that's why right now, what's missing? I don't see these guys in the club getting the brown paper bag money. You know what I'm saying?
It's different outside right now, man.
Yeah, but it's coming back. I'll say that much. It's coming back.
I hope so.
And it's coming back quickly.
Good.
It's coming back quickly with your clients, your clients, your clients, everybody's clients. It's coming back. And the platform, not only are we doing music, we're doing comedy tapes. How many comics do you guys know? The world needs to laugh right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Like, we need some funny people, and we're going to break comics just like we broke artists.
That's smart.
We're carrying podcasts on the platform. There's so much more going to come. We're going to be working on touring, shows, live events. Our brothers, Dirty Glove Bastards, we've teamed up with them on events in the past. We're going to be teaming up with you. So the platform's coming.
That's lit, Pesh.
It's here now.
I'm about to go to the studio right
We
now.
need you at our Blaster Trash live show. We need,
Please, I'm here.
We gonna put
Let me be the fourth member.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be the fourth Migo.
eXeL be wearing ponytails like that.
Not facts.
Yeah. We
I'm weak.
I had a bad
But
hair
now-
day, to be honest. I was like telling Prez about this, man. I was upstairs in the hotel for like 30 minutes because I came.
I'm weak.
I got the Indian hair, right?
We
So
know.
I had my routine. And when you're flying, and today I tried something new of not flying. I tried flying smart, right? So I brought this. I had this new bag that my niece got. Shri, shout out Shri, love you.
Your niece.
And shout out Wallet Guard. I'm gonna tell you about Wallet Guard real quick too. But she gave me this bag, and so I packed everything in the bag, right? Rolled it all up, nice. But I forgot my oils for my hair.
Not the oils. You can't forget the oils. Not that Indian hair.
Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? When it turns a certain way and it starts.
I'm fucking with
Hey, motherfuckers don't know how hard it is to do a good bun. I'll tell you that. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you that.
But the secret is I got this big ass bald spot. So I just cover it up.
You smart. That's real as fuck. That's the realest thing I
Keep it
heard.
real, so y'all know, right?
Hey, that's the realest
there's gonna
thing
be
I
some
heard.
hater like, hey, look at his
good.
hair. He looks like he's and what?
No, that's
Look,
the realest
I
thing
got
I
it.
heard.
Hey, Pesh, you funny as hell, man.
You know, I can do it. But
Right.
yeah, that's what it is. Like, and more importantly, I started wearing my hair up after I meditated, and I got into meditation and yoga because now it's truly my antenna. You know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all. When y'all see me
Don't
outside, I'm getting all
Telling
the
you,
signals.
telling you.
6
Man,
ponytails.
Pesh, we appreciate the time today, man. We know we've been
Yeah.
trying to get this together for a minute, and I love how, y'all are being innovative. I love that, so I'm excited to see what the future holds for live mixtapes, man.
Thank you.
sure.
Well, I just want to say I'm grateful.
Absolutely.
Appreciate y'all having myself, and I can represent Live Mixtapes.
Sure.
If y'all could follow Live Mixtapes at Live Mixtapes, at Pesh22, and yeah, just come join the ride because, it's about to be a movie again.
Okay.
Period.
Motion.
So we got one final question for you. We ask all our guests. Our keyword is progress. So what does the word progress mean to you?
Growth, prosperity, gratitude, and living in the moment.
Period.
I love that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank
Well,
you.
it's the Progress Report podcast, y'all. We out until the next time.
The Progress Report.